What were you saying, Chris?
That we just need to get a time machine and then make that the future. Just
Yeah.
everyone in Barney Dinosaurs doing reviews of video games.
Barney becomes like the second coming of Christ.
I mean, he practically was back in the day, dude.
I remember as a kid,
Also,
I think he was more of like a dark blue instead of purple.
yo, that's some Mandela effect shit, my dude.
Yes.
No, I swear to you, I pulled up the first episode and he was blue.
He did look different when the show started.
He was like a legit raptor.
they
He killed like 5 kids at least.
they used the Yoshi from the Super Mario Brothers movie in the first season.
Right? I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a purplish blue. He was a lot scarier back then. Yeah, no, Barney looked a lot freakier before they made him purple.
Yeah, a lot of prototype costumes always look a lot more
See
off-putting,
you again.
especially if you look at the old Disney World costumes.
That was just Satan.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse, the old Mickey Mouse costumes were like nightmare fuel.
Mickey
There's one where the
Mouse.
lips are so weird, like it looks like his lips are all cut up, and there was I think it was so that's because that's where they would like see him breathe through. Um,
I remember
but
back when Mickey Mouse had weird costumes. It was weird and scary.
but like no, like legitimately, there's one where like the lips are like really bad. They're all cut
Yeah, I
up
was.
and they look terrifying.
I feel like I feel like there's like a rite of passage for being like a retro gamer,
Oh, okay.
and one of those. I'm talking about like if you do YouTube shit, and I feel like you have to talk about Mickey Mouse capades now, thanks to like thanks to fucking. Can I name him? Is that cool? Do we have to cut it
What are you,
out?
what are you talking about? What are you talking
Um,
about?
Mickey Mouse capades and the one YouTuber. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about him or not on this.
I don't mind if
I
you
don't
talk
know.
about it.
Go on.
Oh, Game Dude.
I'm not too
Oh
familiar with
my
Game Dude.
fucking god.
You don't know. You don't know Game
You
Dude?
don't know Game Dude, Michael?
Is
Like
that
I
the
mean,
guy who went running like he fled the country?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I know Game Dude.
yeah. Like ever since then, like I've seen. Well, ever since like Game Grumps did the thing, I've seen so many people be like Mickey Mouse capades is the best. So it feels like it's like a rite of passage now that like you have to at least somewhat talk about it.
It's the second coming of Christ.
Like I mean, like it's not like a bad game.
What?
I wouldn't recommend buying it. It's just not, it's
Do,
one of those games that's like overhated.
do you guys remember Abandoned by Disney?
No, what was that?
The old creepypasta where Mickey Mouse costume takes his head off. And like the picture that's supposed to be scary with it is just a photoshopped picture of Mickey where they changed the colors.
Oh, spooky.
Want to see my head come off?
I'm trying to think of like creepypasta drones that actually kind of freaked me out. I was a stupid fucking. Well, at this point, I think I was like middle school when this shit was like that Squidward suicides image actually scared me, and I feel for being
No,
scared
it
of
was
that.
it was unsettling. Like it wasn't.
Sonic.exe, there was one screenshot that spooked me. Most of them didn't, but there was one that bothered me.
The SCPs, is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that shit was freaky. It was cool, but it was freaky.
hmm Trying to find one picture. It was the one that said "I am God" on it.
I am God.
Are you?
No.
You sure about that?
Oh, I'm sure.
I need answers.
I found it.
Who are you talking? Oh.
I was a fucking idiot for being scared of that. Anyway, Detective Naoto. Spend time with Naoto.
Oh, thank you. I didn't have to say it this time.
Naoto seems to be thinking of something.
Is it that one time you released a really bad manga?
40 minus 40 minus 4.
What?
What?
Pulls out gun,
Math?
shoots you.
Let's go to the June S table.
Yes, it all makes sense. It's a table.
Shit.
I knew it. It was a table all along. So to just start up a conversation, you know, I understand completely when you said it took you forever to get through Dragon Quest, Michael.
Yeah.
I completely understand that because I have made it to like maybe the second level of Persona Strikers,
Really?
and I have not touched it since.
It can take me a while to get into a story-driven game, but I normally do. When I got Fantasy Life, that one's a more easygoing story. Very lighthearted all the way through for the most part. But that one, it was like I played for like a month. I played for it not even a month. I played for a few days and turned it off, and then like 6 months later picked up again and got invested. Same thing happened with Dragon Quest XI. Same thing is probably gonna happen with. Same thing has already happened with Final Fantasy VII. Realistically,
Well, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I just really the problem is I really want to play Strikers. I just haven't found a reason to, and it sucks because it's a fucking. At least I believe it's a really good gameplay. I know there's people that are like disgusting and complain about shit no matter what. There's just
They're shoe supporters.
Shoe runs for president next year. He breaks the rules.
I hate him already. You're a fucking idiot who doesn't know English.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, like it's like the gameplay of Strikers is pretty fucking dope.
Oh, it is. Believe
I
me,
fucking
is.
love it, and I'm so mad that I just haven't found the time to play it. It's like it's better than it really should be. And then like the game looks fucking dope as well. Like I thought it was gonna be some kind of like shitty spin-off, but no, they put a lot of fucking effort into it.
Yeah, literally, it's a Persona game, but the combat is just the Dynasty Warriors, and I love it.
Yeah, yeah, it's fucking crazy. And then like, unlike Dynasty Warriors, there's not a character that sucks. Like all of the characters play really well.
Makoto.
Makoto's really that bad?
Yeah, out of everybody else, she's the worst one.
I mean, I still feel like she plays perfectly fine outside of like other Warriors games.
Yeah, it's just.
I
what
mean,
the hell's
let
going
me
on
rephrase
outside?
that.
Jesus Christ.
Let me.
Somebody
Sorry, what?
outside is like proving to themselves that they have a small cock.
Sorry,
What are they
what?
doing?
They're
Are they doing stuff on a motorcycle or
probably, or just a car or something. They're just like
like
going like
that?
10 billion miles per hour outside with their engines roaring. Like Jesus fucking Christ, dude, get a life.
You gotta prove to the world how cool they are. Did you ever see that episode of South Park, Stuart?
Which one?
All the people riding on Harleys.
No.
and they're just going around making noises. They drive up to a place and recognize no one's looking at them, so they start going like like with their mouths. So they just start making the noise.
Ooh, who am I gonna pick, guys?
They're just being such douchebags. Oh. I think that episode ends with them like legally changing the definition of a homophobic slur to apply to them now instead of gay people.
Just them.
You ride a Harley, you're that word.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
They like legally changed the definition because they don't think gay people should have to be paired up with them.
I fully support that.
Damn. But anyways, no, I think the worst Warriors, and I have not played any of the Dynasty Warriors games, but I think one of the worst ones is the Fire Emblem one.
I have it, I just haven't played it.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's, if you like the 3DS games, it's good, but if you like everything else, it's kind of like, no, there's no point.
I've never played one of those like Dynasty Warrior games, like or a game that's like it. I think it doesn't look appealing to me, but I won't knock it until I try it.
I would recommend trying it out. I mean, try it if there's a franchise you like.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to get into it, I guess, because that's how I did it. Because they're like, oh yeah, Hyrule Warriors, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, okay, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. I know Zach liked that game.
Yeah, I honestly do not give a shit about Dynasty Warriors. I've played a lot though, just not Dynasty. I've never played Dynasty or the one in Japan. It's just I played like the licensed ones. So like the Gundam one. I'm not gonna name them all off, but you know, there's a Dragon Quest one if you give a shit.
They'd have to have characters. They'd have to have characters that I like. I only know ones from 11.
They don't.
I don't think they.
They don't.
I don't think they do.
I'd have to play other games first. One. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was wrapped film, and here's how the director celebrated. All right, let's see. How did the director celebrate?
Sonic Dynasty Warriors coming soon.
Oh, they went to Hawaii. Wait. That's where they finished. That's where they finished filming.
Why? Why are they in Hawaii?
I don't know. It's like this article speculate maybe it's because that's Angel Island in this movie, and it's just like that's whatever.
Kind of stupid.
You know, fuck everyone who says that Tom Holland should be Tails and they should fire the voice actor they already hired.
Who'd they hire?
Excuse me? I'm sorry. What the fuck did I miss? Who
there was just people on Twitter going on like, oh, Tom Holland should be voice Tails. Tom Holland, like they literally already had a voice actor for Tails.
Why?
Why do you want Tom Holland to get another role? He's already a successful actor. Fuck off.
He's already a shitty Spider-Man. Come on, guys.
He's also growing up. You understand that, right?
Look, I mean, he already ruined Spider-Man. Is that enough? I mean, come on, man. He's gonna also ruin Nathan Drake.
I thought he was fine as Peter Parker. I don't blame him for anything wrong with that second movie.
Oh, I'm just joking. Honestly, I like him. I just don't.
I like him in the Spider-Man movies. I didn't like Far From Home. I thought it was boring.
They're not really Spider-Man movies, though.
I hear ya. They're MCU movies.
Like I'm sorry.
Spider-Man.
Like out of all the things that you can legitimately piss me off with, it's probably Spider-Man.
Featuring Spider-Man.
You know, I liked what was the first one called again?
Homecoming.
I liked Homecoming. I liked him in Infinity War. I liked him in Endgame. And then Far From Home, I thought was really boring. Like I wasn't into it at all.
Can the fourth Spider-Man movie be named Spider-Man House Arrest?
Home Arrest.
Home Arrest.
I am a lot more excited for Spider-Verse 2 than Spider-Man 3 or whatever.
What's this third movie called? Nowhere Home?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Nowhere Home. What the fuck am I talking about?
Nowhere Home.
They have to throw the word home into every single one of them.
I just I mean, it's all on the like technical basis, but I really, really just do not care for these movies. I think they're fine, like, but they're not really Spider-Man movies, and I hate to be that way because I know there's people
I,
that like them.
I do like them, but I also kind of hear where you're coming from. It definitely feels like when you look at the Sam Raimi movies and when you look at Spider Verse, it definitely feels very different.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't
Um,
want to, because I feel like I'm being like a gatekeeping asshole, being like, oh no, you can't like these, it's not Spider-Man. Yeah.
you can be a fan of something and realize that one thing is portraying it better than the others. The MCU does whatever the MCU wants to do.
Kind of.
It's a
Except
Disney
for,
product,
except
and
for
I
a
like some of
Deadpool
them.
movie.
I really like some of the MCU movies, but none of them really have like a lot of personality.
I think the first few had a personality, and then they never decided. Like they just decided to go. You know what?
There's too many people that have their hands on the MCU is the thing.
See, like I
So
would agree with that,
it's
except
hard to get personality with that.
see, I'd agree with that, except for that's how comic books work. I just feel like the problem is it's like, so. Do you mind if I bitch about this for a second?
It's because they don't want to end.
That's
They
one of
will
them.
never end.
So here's the thing: is that with comic books, one, they never end; they still are going to this day. But the problem is that it's kind of like Marvel back in the '60s and '70s when they had like a template for all of their superheroes and rules of shit that they could and couldn't do. That's kind of like where we are with film.
Yeah.
Cause like there's like, cause like if Marvel wanted to do anything interesting, they would have chosen characters that are not these cookie cutter bitches. Like they probably would have went with Ghost Rider or not Punisher because Marvel's afraid of him right now.
They're scared.
Well, it's the Punisher is one of those characters that a lot of people that don't understand him like I don't want to get political here, but there's a lot of people that like Punisher that would totally not like him if they knew who he really was.
They go, "Ah!"
What do you mean he's the Punisher? I thought he killed
Well, I thought he saved cats.
Yo, dude, I want a universe of that where he just murders people and then like picks up these kittens. The Punisher, savior of cats.
You know, it's an annoying trope that I'm seeing a lot more often lately. Two most recent examples, like Maleficent was one, but two more recent examples was Venom and Cruella.
Was what? Ben?
Big. What?
Was what? What was the first one you said?
Venom.
Venom.
Oh, Ven.
It's like these studios that want to make like this big villain movie and they hype it up as that, and then in both of the movies, it's like, nah, they're not really bad people anymore. They're good guys.
I mean,
They
to be
don't wanna
fair
make-
here, Venom's not really a villain though.
Is he not?
No,
Okay.
Venom's always kind of been like like it really depends on what you look at. We've talked about that. Okay.
All right, I.
Oh, I thought that was a glitch. I thought that was a glitch at first.
I mean, it kind of is.
No, she's gonna jump.
I mean, they could have at least put her feet,
Yeah, she is
Not like
standing
that.
on air. She is standing on air, and
No.
she's not even holding on to the gate. Her like hand is on her hip.
Oh, okay. If you look closely, my mouse. You obviously can't see, but my mouse. It does show like a little edge.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I do see it. It blended in, but I
mean-
can't see it.
I mean, there sure is edge. It's just not.
But she's standing on the edge.
I mean, try it, Michael.
Okay.
I don't
so
want to
we
be
just saved her.
insensitive, but do a flip.
God damn it,
Oh.
Chris. So this is what I said before. She used to be fat and clumsy.
Ah, yes.
Yo, that's just me.
Called her Piggy Hara. And then the classic trope was girls had cuties for germs.
Mm-hmm.
not like I have any other redeeming qualities.
I'll yell at him later.
You're so nice to me.
Nah, it's good. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. But that's funny.
Are you sure about that? You're a weird guy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Jumps off school anyways.
Yeah, let's not take advantage of her being this emotional and lost.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, I would really love to see like an aftermath series of like you go back to normal life and you explain all the shit that happens to like some person, like your real friends in like, you know, Tokyo or whatever.
And you realize you don't like your other friends and you want to go back here.
Yeah, I mean isn't that technically what kind of happens? Because you keep coming back.
I think he just keeps visiting like during the holidays.
He doesn't have real friends.
That is very true.
It is a bummer that you have like the knowledge that this game has to end with him going back. Because you grow so connected to all these wacky characters.
Wacky, funny characters.
Yeah, you know, it would totally suck if Atlas just let this game die.
I liked how in like Dragon Quest 11 at the end of Act 2 at the very least, they were just like, yeah, let's just keep fucking around as a group. Let's go.
Persona 5 kind of gives you that one. This one, they're like, bye.
Bye-bye. I mean, it's, you know, it's a harsh reality, but I like that they are willing to do it. Spend time with Kanji, get him up. Level him up, boost up those stats, man.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that, because truly, even though they say bye, they kind of don't. They still do shit.
Yeah. They just need to start the Exploding Duck Brigade and start making YouTube videos online.
Really, this is just the origin of the Exploding Duck Brigade.
Yeah. I'm Teddy.
Yeah, I remember that time
Wearing
we had a...
fucking
I mean-
bear costume all the time, as you guys know.
I mean, to be fair here, there was a exploding... Well, not Exploding Duck Brigade, but there was a murder mystery thing.
Yeah, there was. That was an older channel.
What was that channel?
Which character?
Fuck
It
you,
was
God.
I can't even say the name of it because
Oh,
it was
don't
just
say
us
the name
combining
of it.
all of our names together. No, it's like impossible to remember it because it was just
Oh.
nonsense. What about? Okay, which one of us would be which? I'll let you decide, Stuart.
I'll be you, because I'm
Be
important.
you. Okay.
I'm the most important one here.
Oh my.
You're Yosuke.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Who's Chris?
Teddy.
I do not deserve Teddy.
Where shall we go? I'll be a Dachi. Fuck it. Don't call me with Yasuke.
He turns into a duck.
What should I do?
uh,
Heck, maybe our shop should do something like this. How about
Super
a gunmo
tofu.
kebab? Or a
super
tofu
tofu, bros.
Jesus Christ. Oh no!
Oh, that guy. Dun 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 dun.
You're the deputy mayor, right? Good afternoon.
I heard the news. You know, about the upcoming film.
It's a new character with a voice
You
actor.
haven't heard
That
yet.
doesn't happen too often these
You know
days.
Kaname, right? Kaname Mashtai. They're gonna be filming nearby, right? I hope they stop by Inaba too. Oh, I know. Why don't you ask?
Why don't you do a thing?
Why don't you, have a spinoff about this?
I don't have anything to do with them anymore.
What?
I can I can spoil the spinoffs, right? We're not planning on doing those here, right?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool.
They can stay at the Amagi Inn. All right, I need to go tell that manager
Let me
guy I
go
was just
bother
talking to.
Yukiko and harass
Let
her.
me go. Let me just literally scream at them about this.
Put them on the spot.
Oh, Rise-chan. Nice to see you.
Inoue-san, what do you want today?
I'm down here scouting film locations, so I thought I'd come see you. I wanted to hear your
You
answer
should be
one
the
more
setting
time,
of our
face to
of our
face.
movie. Not you in it. I mean, we're going to film on you.
Are you sure
Literally.
you're coming back?
I'm not going back.
What?
I see.
Fucking
She's
Okay.
throws it, like he's
going
like holding
to
something, he just throws it.
Well, now I can
Damn
focus
it.
on my new job.
Fuck.
I signed up as Konami Mashita's manager. Remember how we were talking about doing that movie? They picked Konami as your replacement. We're gonna sell Konami.
We're gonna sell them off.
I have every
We're gonna sell
confidence
Konami,
in
and then they
Justice
might make
Bond.
games, and then they'll stop.
Even more popular than Reset.
I see.
Although Konami is an ordinary girl, we have to polish her so she sells.
You fucking asshole.
Wow.
But you had that spark. You learned
We used to
fast,
polish
adapted
you,
well to
too.
new situations. Had to
And look at you
strive
now.
to be as
You're
strong and
Frody,
quick as you needed.
hanging out in the fog.
You're a PS2 model.
And then something
You're on PS2.
You were like
PSP at best.
You could have reached heights most girls could never dream of. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. So, I just had to hear it from your own mouth. Well then, goodbye. Stay healthy, okay?
Next part of getting our social link up, you have to murder that guy together.
That's not fair. After he made me answer? He never told me any of that when we were still working together.
Michael, we're doing this together. I just want to know I really fucking appreciate you, man.
Acting skills? Of
What?
course I have them.
What?
The heck? Telling me all that stuff now? It's too late.
He looks at you and pulls out knife.
Am I crying? There's no reason to cry. There's nothing to be sad about.
She's free.
Nothing. Senpai, I don't know why I'm crying.
Oh, what?
I'm so sad.
I can't. My eyes will be all swollen tomorrow.
You won't. It doesn't matter. You won't have to be in front of the camera because no one fucking likes you anymore. I mean,
I lost everything. I don't know how, but I lost everything. I'm scared. I'm sad. What's going on? Senpai, please, stay here. Stay by my side. Senpai.
in like 3 months.
Senpai, I have you. I have the others. I didn't lose everything.
I'm not gonna betray Chie.
There are people who need me. Right?
Betray just say yes every single time. Betray everyone.
I could do
Be
that.
be a fucking slut, yo.
Be a slut, yo.
It's use arch enemy, yo.
That no, that sounds like almost like an Irwin line. Yeah, Billy,
Yeah.
be a slut, yo.
Yo, Mandy,
I
I'm
need to
quite the
think it all
slut, yo.
over.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Is
Billy.
anything more?
Hey, yo, Billy. That's a big
Forgot
nose you
about
got there,
Irwin.
yo.
Goodbye.
Yo. Yeah, Billy. It's like you got terminal cancer or something, yo.
Damn, Grim. The racial bell curve in hell is rickety whack, yo.
Hey, Mandy. I'm like a total simp, yo.
I feel like we're trying to talk like both Carl and Irwin at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Jimmy. Who the fuck is this loser? I'll show
Chris,
you.
Chris and Stuart. Chris, you're Irwin.
Of course.
Stuart, you're Carl. Do a showdown between the two.
Go
I
fuck
can't, 'cause-
yourself, Carl. Wait, that's me.
You already fucked it up.
It's
I
ruined.
cannot do an Irwin because Irwin like has like
You
inflections,
were doing
my
it.
dude.
You were doing it fine before. Just do what you were doing before.
Nah, I'm good.
Why didn't you fucking do it, Michael? We're always
Because I'm
we
not
always
as
have to
I'm
be
not
at
as funny
your
as you
whim.
two.
We always have to do what you have to say. You always just like
Yeah, Michael.
You're always like
you
Stuart,
two are
Chris, why
just-
don't you just go into a circus with each other and start juggling hot dogs?
You
You'd
two
have
are
like you'd have like a
so
big
funny.
whip and a huge handlebar mustache. And here I am,
Okay,
just a
I'll-
lovable lion myself.
Or I'll just do both of them then. Hey, Irwin, fuck you.
Boo, fuck you.
you.
You're terrible at this, Michael.
All right, I'll just go kill myself.
Well,
Go for it.
here lies Michael. He died to Mr. Hosoi, the evil teacher.
We just replaced Michael with Mr. Hasoi.
No, the puppet is Michael.
Hey guys, it's me.
Guys, help me!
Plenty of Krabby Patties. That was perfect. That was fucking perfect.
What I saw out there was Sheepy the Cheapskate. Okay, we have 5 more days. Oh boy. Holy fucking shit. Oh my fucking god, guys.
So Milo was having a rough day today, right? He was literally upset.
He's literally freaking the fuck out.
And he was freaking out
Oh,
and
man.
shit. And then he's watching you play Persona right now. He is the happiest he's been all day.
Nice.
Do you mean to tell me I'm literally making this boy happy?
You are making my child happy, yes.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to call the police.
Shit.
Or my boy.
My boy.
My boy.
My boy.
You guys getting musical with it.
My boy. And I'm gonna say I missed the mark on this today. I'm gonna go back onto their website tomorrow.
Oh.
Wow.
It's not going so well. It's not going so well at all.
Nope, not so well at all.
Nope.
It's old lady Shakuro.
Good old lady Shakiro.
Old lady
Shiroko.
Shakira.
Akira.
Shakira, her hips don't lie.
You know some of the animators that worked on Akira, like some people in that studio worked on a fucking Rick and Morty animation.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I mean, I'm just disgusting. So, of course I know that, but
What do you mean
I
you're
just-
just
I-
disgusting?
I love Akira to like a disgusting degree.
I really like that animation because it like plays it straight. It's not just like, hey, let's make fun of anime tropes.
Yes.
It's like actually just plays it straight completely.
But no, like Akira is like one of my top 10 favorite like animes. So,
The dub or subbed?
really doesn't matter because I also enjoy the manga. Really, the dub or sub doesn't matter. It's really the question more or less of comes: do you prefer the manga or the actual movie?
Oh, okay.
But what I like
because
some
because
Sorry,
like
go
the manga and the movie have separate endings. So
Oh, they do.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the dub isn't bad for like the time. So
I've only ever I think like a year or so ago I've watched it once with the dub.
it's like it's understandable. Like it's all good if you don't like it because it's understandable. Because Akira isn't for like everybody. Plus the movie is kind of like you can like if you read the manga, you'd go, yeah, that makes sense that they that it's so different.
How many volumes does it have?
So like nowadays
What
they
the
like
fuck?
compressed them to only being 5,
Okay.
Wait,
but like there was way more. Like back when it first came out, they tried to do like comic book style,
Oh boy.
like idiots. So like I can give you 5 different numbers of how many there are. It's not long. Just by like the omnibus, I think there's How many is there for Akira altogether? Maybe like 5?
17.
I think there's only 5.
So we're at rank 8.
We're getting there. We still got like January, and I don't really know how much of February.
Oh, do you actually get to do some stuff after defeating
Yeah.
Adachi? Okay, I just assumed it. I assumed Adachi was the end of it.
I mean, yeah.
Because I know all the bad endings skip to March, but I guess it doesn't skip to March if you defeat Adachi and all that.
Yeah.
What
I
if
never asked you.
Adachi? What if Adachi was just like overly cartoonish, like a freaking art, like a platformer villain?
What if he was Dick Dastardly?
He comes in like he's like the Sonic 1 level 1 boss, where he just comes in with that giant thing, and then the ball comes down.
Yeah.
Murakami-kun. Fancy seeing you here.
Long time no see.
I'll make you eat those words.
I really, really want the new Sonic game to open up with Sonic just being like, long time no see.
Shoots himself in the head.
That was Dreamcast. Sonic, those days are over.
I'm sad.
Oh, I'm seeing like people post about like Classic and Rangers. I hope they don't fucking do that. They need to
I'll
stop.
literally kill myself if that happens.
Because they're like it was a really fun concept in Generations, but then they showed in Mania that they can make it feel a lot better, and they should just keep the two separated. I want more Classic, but don't combine the two anymore. It worked in that one game. Don't keep doing it.
Well, I can explain that. It doesn't work in Forces. It's terrible.
Yeah, I know it doesn't work in Forces.
No, they literally chose to like you know that musical choice, like the musical. I don't know what it's called, but you know the musical direction they chose for Sonic 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they chose that for his levels.
The only thing I can say about the when they did the symphony the other day that I was talking about yesterday, they did do Forces, and I can definitely say some of the music in Forces is pretty cool.
3D Sonic Forces music is fine. 2D
Cool.
music it's just Sonic 4 really.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Sonic 4 had bad music.
Yeah.
It's just it can get grating.
I think out of all the like main series games, not really counting 4, though I guess that is main series. I think the one that like I wasn't that impressed with, the only one, was like Lost World, because I thought the music was boring.
But Zavok.
Yeah, wasn't a fan of that one. But even like 06 had good
Zavok.
music.
But Zavok,
I mean-
we need to remind you about Zavok.
Yeah. Anyways,
I love
Lost
that he was a
World-
villain again in Forces.
Zavok.
Yeah, in Lost World he wasn't like sorry, Lost World wasn't that bad of a game, but then again I haven't played the 3DS version, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I didn't love it. It didn't suck, but I got bored, and I gave it a good. I played that game for hours. I gave it a chance. I got pretty far into. But I just got so bored of it. Yeah, maybe I can give it another try someday.
How about you don't? I feel like I feel like there hasn't been a Sonic game that really pissed me off except for like the spin-offs. And even then, like I could see where somebody would like them.
Forces just kind of looks boring to me. I gotta try it. I think I need to try it, but it just looks like a boring game to me.
Well, I love Forces because like they kind of don't talk to the OC character, like they talk over you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny where it's just like Sonic's like, yeah, right, partner, and this is like not looking at you at all.
So he's just like Adachi, is what you're saying.
Yeah, practically.
Partner.
I want to see.
Yeah, we're
That's
best
a-
friends.
That's a crime, you know.
You know, it's actually kind of funny. Sonic comics always get like weirdly more meta than they need to. I'm just only bringing this up because I just caught up on what the fuck Sonic IDW is doing.
What are they doing?
Oh,
They're doing this.
are the Archie characters being brought back in that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I think
No, the
what the fuck's that guy's name again?
Ian Flynn.
Is he the Knuckles guy? The Knuckles,
No,
the
Penders.
millions of Knuckle. Yeah, Ken Penders.
Who, if you are a channel with even a little bit of notoriety and you say something about him, he will respond. I would say if you had a channel with like 500 subscribers and you made a video deciding to talk about Ken Penders, there's a chance he would see it and respond.
So are you
I
saying
mean-
that he's gonna view this?
No, because we don't know.
I mean, I
No.
feel so. I mean, you guys have more than 500 subscribers.
Yeah, but no, but the difference is we're not like labeling this video if anything. If we put him in the title, maybe
Let's
he would
do
see
it.
it.
Evil Ken.
Let's do it.
Penders.
He will shit on me twice then, because me and Olivia are doing a thing about it. So I mean,
yeah, I think he
I mean-
deserves to be
Respond to you?
criticized.
we'll see
I
what.
think he deserves criticism. I really do.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of shitty what he did.
Yeah, he fucked up something for everyone.
Olivia,
And he has no regrets.
like, I mean, he legally can't do shit with any of his characters though. So like, he
I
just
thought he was.
no, because they're technically modeled after like he can stop them from being used, but he can't legally use them or Sega can sue them because they're Sega models.
Can't he like change the designs though and just say it's
He
them?
should. He can, but then that's kind of like
Because that's
you
what he
know,
was trying to do with that really cursed looking comic that looked horrifying.
That was.
He can,
ugly.
but he really just can't do much at the end of the day. It's kind of like saying like you own Archie, but like
But you're not
own,
allowed
like,
to use any characters.
yeah. So it really doesn't. Did he try to do a comic book?
He
Is that what
did.
happened?
Yeah,
It looks
did
it
you
looks
not-
so
did you not
bad.
ever see that?
No, because
It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I don't like to make fun of people's artwork, but it's
Please
it's
look it up
disgusting.
right now, Chris.
It's
I-
disgusting.
I don't mind making fun of people's artwork, especially if they get paid.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
for me, it's kind of like I guess the better way to put it is I do sometimes feel a little bad about putting someone down when they're already down, you know? And Ken Panders is definitely someone who gets a lot of shit, but it's. I'll send you a picture, Chris, on Messenger.
okay, all right. Like I'm not trying to be like mean. I'm just saying like he did ruin the Sonic comic to a degree, and he ruined a lot of people's enjoyment of it. So, kind of fuck him.
I'm trying to find that one image. There we go. Yeah, it's he wants like 3D models for the comic too.
In all honesty, though, I'm just saying this from what I know because I haven't read the Sonic comics. I just caught up on what's going on,
Mhm.
and it's an interesting idea. Do you send it on Messenger, like
Yeah,
Discord
just
Messenger?
now. Messenger on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, there it is. All right, but I just feel like the Sonic comics really just need to be Sonic. Oh God, oh God. Yeah, good luck
Yeah.
with that one.
Not good. All right, we're almost there.
Yeah. Anyways, though, I feel like Sonic's comics just need to chill out and kind of be fun.
Yeah, isn't that what they're doing now?
No,
Oh.
no. There's a metal disease out there now that
What?
yeah.
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Didn't they do that in the old shit too, though?
You're thinking of whatever. This one's an
No,
actual
I feel-
disease.
I think they actually had a virus in one of the older ones too.
Yeah, well, this one's a disease where Sonic can't touch anybody or they'll turn into robots.
That's awful. That
So,
that
like-
is horrifying.
Yeah, and it's kind of depressing because they're like, Omega in the book's just like, yo, so I'm killing these. They're made by Robotnik, right? And it's like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, I'm killing these people. And I'm like, cool, thanks, man. We're getting somewhere. I mean,
I'd have
They
to look
say-
at them myself. I haven't looked at any of the.
it's not that the
mixed.
art. It's not that the art's bad. It's just.
Uh-huh.
It's just the book started off really, really good and really fun, and then they're like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, so we have really, really dark villains that don't give a shit
Yeah.
and willing to kill people.
Okay with
And-
that. Archie did that too. I'm okay with it as long as they don't
See-
as long as they back off. Because that's what Archie did. They'd get really dark and then like once they were done with that arc, they'd go back to the lighthearted stuff and then do something really dark again. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but like Archie did that in like in the hundreds, versus, being booked
They did it.
20 to 40.
They fucking killed Sally off and had Scenic going to prison for it like in before issue 50.
Did they actually kill her, or was that one of those like I'm talking about like actual
it-
like I'm talking about like
you were led to believe it, but it was not revealed until issues later that she was dead. Like the entire it was like a 4-parter, and you do believe she's dead like for 3 issues.
see like I'm talking about Fleetway man dies on like
So that's
dies
like-
in camera kind of shit,
Yeah.
not like ooh
But-
she might be dead.
But that's like 3 months where people thought the character was gone.
I guess I
I'm sure a lot of them didn't actually believe that she was gonna stay dead because that's just kind of
Like-
common sense. But
like Archie did get dark, but it also kind of deserved it. Where this one doesn't is what I'm trying to get at. Like it's all about it's kind of like if I don't know. It's kind of like if somebody just like ran up and gutted you in Persona. Just you would be like, okay, cool, yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's gonna happen, but fuck, you know what I mean? Like you don't want that to happen in day one.
yeah, like I said, I'd have to read it before I argue anything you're saying. It going dark in itself is not something that would bug me. I guess it depends on how they go about it, though.
I guess it's also just that Sonic. Well, also the problem is that every Sonic comic does this shit, and it's just it's kind of like we should try to do something different. If you know what I mean, like it's always has to be the Brotherhood of Metallics. It always has to be, I mean, of course, Eggman's an inevitability, but like it just felt like for a minute they are starting to do stuff differently, and now it's just Archie Sonic.
Gotcha. Yeah,
It's kind of like
I'll give it a look eventually.
it's kind of like if BoJack got a reboot and then kind of like fell back into BoJack shit.
Yeah, BoJack. I mean, it wouldn't. There's probably got to be a better comparison other than BoJack.
The only reason why I say that is because
makes sense.
Exactly.
Well, Sonic.
I'm just saying, like
makes
BoJack.
sense.
I'm just saying, like BoJack's done. We don't need to, do BoJack again. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, bringing Sonic back makes more sense to me than bringing BoJack back. But I hear you. I'll give it a read.
It does. It's just I wouldn't. It's just you expected something different because it legally can't be, and it's even also it's less interesting because we have less characters too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not like Sally or anybody's gonna get sick. It's like, oh hey, random guy over there, he got sick. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Because damn well, because the thing that makes this suck is it's kind of trying to be canon. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you can't kill off Amy. You can't really kill off Tails. So we have these random characters that are gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad book. I'm just saying it. We don't need it to go dark always. There's just not
I
always
hear
a
ya.
point to that.
I hear you. I'll definitely, I'll definitely indulge you in a more thoughtful conversation once I've actually checked it out. But I hear what you're saying.
It's also the thing is that the villains they introduced started getting good, and then they're like, yeah, let's go back to Metal Sonic, even though we just had an arc about that.
There's a lot
It's
of
best
villains in that series that you could. Hey, I like that spin thing there. There's like there's a lot of villains you could take from that universe too.
The best example is it's kind of like in Stupid Mario Brothers how the darkness became like the villain, or like how he came up more and more, and we're like, can we just stop?
And then when they tried to do a new villain, they just did Rafnar, which felt way too similar to what they've already done.
Yeah, actually, that's the best way to describe Sonic.
Is
Sonic
it
IDW. Yeah, Rathnar. Yeah.
He was another original villain, and he sucked. I'm sorry, he sucked.
Who was Rathnar again? Like, where was he?
He's Mario's son from the future.
Oh, okay, at the very
He's-
end.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah, he's-
World.
I love how.
I know.
I hated
Can
it.
I talk about my experiences with that?
Sure.
Okay, so I love how I was talking to them about it. I'm like, so is Rafnar you guys could have I was kind of just being the the geek that I am, and I'm like, so why'd you guys choose Rathdar? And he's like, oh, we want to surprise people. And I'm like, okay. So like, is
Yeah.
the Majora's Mask thing like legit? And they're like, oh, you'll find out. And I'm like, okay.
What do you mean the Majora's Mask thing? It's been forever.
So his mask is colored off based off Majora's Mask.
Okay.
And Garrett, when I was talking to him, he was like, "Yeah, well, you'll figure it out. We'll answer your questions of all the Zelda things." And I was like, "Okay," and they never did because it's Mario's kid that got like adopted by Ganondorf, I guess.
You know what? Like, it's just villain-wise, started struggling after a while. Plumber Knight had some cool villains, but none of them got like proper focus. They had the fucking mayor character, and I really liked him, and then they just like kill him
Michael?
off immediately. What's up?
Hey, Michael, have you ever read The Dark Knight Returns or watched the movie?
No. Well,
Okay,
The Dark Knight Rises. If you're talking about the Nolan movie, I did watch that.
Absolutely not. I'm talking about Frank
Okay.
Miller's comic book.
Okay.
So, The Dark Knight Returns is the exact reason why I hate The Plumber Knight Returns, because
Oh.
it's because they started off really good, but then they did more like. Okay, so I mean, this isn't really the place to talk about it, I guess, because I don't think we should critically talk about Rich Alvarez's content on a
Compared
Persona
to-
thing.
As if we haven't done that.
compared
We
to
literally
not saying-
Dark Knight
this. We
Returns.
literally have episodes of the show where it ends with us watching one of his shows. Like, we've done that with both his like Richie's life show that's out now and the fucking Star Wars Abridged series. We've done both of those.
To be fair here, I thought you guys would want to talk about something else besides Rich Alvarez.
We should keep it quick since we're like getting close to facing Adachi, but I don't know. Are you gonna talk to male student one last time on the 21st, or will we have time to do that after fighting Adachi?
I mean, I could talk to him. I just gotta figure out
Cool.
who do I want to spend time with for today.
Yeah. This is like your last day, right?
Yeah, before I go to the TV.
Yeah, but anyways, The Plumber Knight season 2 just was I just didn't like it. I feel
I
like
didn't like it either, but I think it had potential. Wait, hold on.
I feel like season 1 had way more potential than
Yeah.
season 2. Season 1 actually felt like it was getting somewhere, and then they started doing. I think I've talked about this before here and many times, but I believe in the approach of the Stanley versus Steve Ditko,
Uh-huh.
where certain things eventually. Steve Ditko brought up the fact that whatever. My point is this: I believe you should take both of their philosophies, and Rich Alvarez decides to take the philosophy of everybody has to know everybody, so
Uh-huh.
it kind of ruins his stories when everything has to connect. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. There was that like fanboy side of me that was like happy that they connected it. And then there's another side of me, Kanji, you're under arrest for murder.
Huh?
You got a warrant, buddy?
What the fuck happened?
What the fuck? Move, senpai.
You just pulls out an invoker.
You're in cahoots.
That's right, punk.
Fucking spits on the police.
Could you make sure there's nothing in there?
Quit it.
There's the boy.
The boy
There-
pulls out a gun.
Just in time. Just in time.
Hey.
They laugh at his face.
Believe it.
Naruto, believe it.
Thanks, man.
Tell him, Kanji. Tell him about your hobbies.
They just sit there as he starts knitting.
I made the kids some dolls.
The police officer just pulls out some yarn that he already had on him. Okay,
Yeah,
knit us
prove it.
something.
Yeah, prove it.
He knits them a new coaster for their gun.
That button's fallen off.
Holster.
Just sew it back on. Hello there's my son.
My son kills people for fun.
I mean, you're not wrong. Just like everybody just starts outing like Kanji right now.
Be a stupid and short-tempered, but he's a strong, gentle child. Kanji's
Hey, that's how
mom
my
is-
mom describes me.
Kanji's mom is a savage.
You old bag, what are you saying?
The police walk away. Yeah, shouldn't we be looking into the murders of people instead of
Should we
harassing
not,
children?
should this old woman and child not be out in the poisonous gas?
Right?
Seems Kanji has grown up. He's grown up, buckaroo.
He's getting big.
He's a big boy.
He's gonna be a big boy.
Strange things are happening. You know, let's just appreciate this guy for being our sell weapons to kids guy throughout this entire playthrough.
But they're
Gotta
not real
appreciate it.
weapons. They're just you know, they're just LARPing weapons, you know. They're for fun, they're a joke.
It's just a
Let's
prank.
fool them.
I'm just jocking you.
That's how Adachi ends the game.
It was a
It
prank.
was a joke.
The
That was a
other two,
prank.
like Saki and the other person, just come out there alive.
Yeah. I was fooling.